Hello. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh my gosh, Liz! Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm doing aquarium stuff today. I'm quite well, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's good to see you sewing. Hey. Yeah, it's all Otto's fault. Hey, Bucks at Paint, hi! Hashtag blame Otto. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Yeah, same. I hope you guys are having a good weekend so far, at least. I'll be right back. Ah, sorry. Sorry, I'm back. I would be suffering from option overload. What do you mean? Oh, Steve, hi! I just finished my hot cocoa with some honey in it. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. I will be going back up to do some gardening. Ooh! That sounds perfect. I hope you have a fun time gardening. My sea monkeys have done really well, and I want to prepare a new slightly bigger thing, but the one they are in is working and scared to break the balance. Oh yeah, well, yeah, I can see why that would be stressful. Won't these like just keep growing forever though? So you're gonna have to upgrade them at some point, right? All quilting books would give me option overload, and I never saw. At least like maybe this one or maybe that one. I don't really have that issue. I think my problem at the moment is more that I don't know enough about quilting to kind of intelligently choose the next project. But there's one I want to do. It's just there's a lot of cutting of fabric beforehand, and I haven't done that yet. So I haven't gotten to it. Now I would like to do this little, like, it's supposed to be a kind of a Christmas little thingamajig. I don't know. But my struggle is that I would like to what they call fussy cut, but my shapes are not transparent, and it's bothering me because I feel like I won't be able to align the design properly. Does that make sense? And I don't have like transparent shapes for this one, and I have a bunch of acrylic shapes here, but they're not, they don't correspond to this one, so I'm stuck between trying to figure it out with the opaque shapes or trying to create something different with these, but I don't know what. That's my current conundrum. Don't you just love... Oh, I love them so much. I will step back in after everything. Hey, have fun, Steve. Have fun. And yeah, I miss fabric stores. The one, when I grew up, I was within walking distance of a mall as a teenager, which is, you know, kind of a good... Like, it's a place where a lot of teenagers like to hang out, and I was not necessarily any different. Though I would hang out in the like the comic book shop and that kind of stuff, but also the fabric shop. It was called Fabricville, and it was really big, and I used to love to go in there and just walk through the... it's not exactly aisle, but like all the fabrics were set kind of in circular stations. And you could like walk around all the stations, and except for the quilting cotton, I think was set up differently. But yeah, I remember walking in there and just being like in awe of all the fabrics, and you can touch them and get a feel for them. I really miss that. Just get the new tank ready and let it settle for a few days and move as much medium over as possible. The sun has done really well growing good algae, but the OG tank, I put about 3 times more than I should have. It's a good idea. Of course I don't have a matching square. Still not allowed to add people. What? That's so weird. Nope, not a good fit. None of these fit. This is cursed. I guess these are good if you're doing like a repetitive pattern of the same thing, but not exactly as good if you want to like piece them together. Stuck. Alright, so let's see what I can do with this. This is a folding mirror. You're gonna get a pretty fun view of the setup of this. Yeah, you can see my phone. So this is meant that you can set it up. It goes a bit easier with acrylic shapes, but no, wait, I did it the wrong way. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Like this. And then if I remove this, kind of shows, but yeah. Or I could just, you know, do my best and call this a practice piece. That's always an option. I might just go with that because noodling around is the worst. I'm trying to do something with this holiday themed fabric that I got some time ago in sort of a what do they call these? Anyway, like a bunch of a sampler of sort. Also trying to figure out if we are jumping the gun on winterizing the pond. It's been freezing a few nights, but the daytime is 10 plus. Oh yeah, you've had freezing overnight. Wow. I don't think we've had that yet. I really wish I had these shapes in sort of transparent fashion. It's really bothering me. I love this. I guess I could tell a bit more the shapes we made in that. This one is too big. I will never see that shape again and not think of. Yeah, they call it the honeycomb shape, and to be honest, I don't really see it. Like an hexagon would be the honeycomb shape for me, but the elongated hexagon is what they call the honeycomb. Yeah, okay, let's just try it. We'll have a different issue also regarding this fabric because there's like 1, 2, 3 critters. And I have 10 shapes. I have 10 of everything for this pattern, which is annoying. Oh no! Maybe I should. No, I can't even do that. Oh, so flustered. I don't know how to proceed. I don't know what to do. What else have I got? I have a couple of other rosettes here. As soon as I come in, I see hashtag blame Otto with no other context. Freezing how many days in a row. How is everyone? How are you, Otto? I'm doing okay. Except for the fact that I'm stuck. But trying to figure this out. Le chat est brisé. But just gonna change browser back. Hey, welcome back. Three into 9. The multiplication of the goldfishies. Salut Péco. Salut Péco. Salut le petit raton mignon. Péco. Glue stick. Oh, there it is. Stop the pump and put in their little fish spa a floating heater. Then slow down, stop their food instantly. What happens to them over winter? Sorry. Do they just like hibernate or something? The group that were babies in the spring have caught up to 2 of the at least 3-year-old adults. Hey, wow. And then there are tiny babies about, oh my gosh. I'm fussy cutting the critters out. There's a little mouse, a little deer, and a kitty. So yeah, I'm trying to fussy cut them out because I'm gonna try doing this sort of rosette pattern, and there is 6 of them, so 3 of each in the hexagons. And then I'll try to figure it out with this fabric and the remains for the other 2 shapes. You know, those seems... Yeah, I know. It's just, it's easier this way because I can hold the shape in place and I can use the ruler. Just very satisfying, I don't know why. I worry that if I cut them with the scissors, the paper is just gonna fly off. Okay, 1 down. 5 to go. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I saw someone do hexagons using, you know, charm packs that are 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and they just put the hexagons and they don't even trim it. They just, you know, glue everything around and don't bother with it. I also want to do a cat quilt, but I have yet to cut all the fabric for it, and that's gonna be kind of a bigger undertaking, so I haven't gotten to it quite yet. I'll try to get some photos of it when the heater is going to they get sort of sucked into the whirlpool and just jump out. Magikarp has never not wanted food, but the others will clearly eat. Less when it's too cold. Okay. And I get food that doesn't go bad in the water, so they can peck at it if they get hungry. That's so funny. Such an excellent name for a goldfish, too. Oh, schnut. And stay down. So yeah, I finished the this thing. So this one is all sewn together. I guess next step should be to press it, but I'm a bit unsure because there's a lot of dried glue on the fabric, and it will probably reactivate if I press it, and it's probably gonna make a mess, and I don't really know how to manage that, so put that on hold and we'll work on something else in the meantime. Wow, that was a really... It's a good thing the cuts don't have to, the allowances don't have to be spot on, because they sure are not. I bought a cute robin wearing Santa hat needle mindered. Oh, you'll have to show me. A quilt for cats or a cat themed quilt or both. You use a cloth between the patchwork and the iron. Okay, I'll do that. Like just cotton. I think it's both box of paint. It's a bunch of cats. It's a, what they call that tessellating, maybe. But the design of the quilt is cats, and it's probably gonna be used by humans and cats. Oh terrible. Terrible. I can't cut straight. It's so terrible. Oh my gosh. Extra far on that one. We always waited until there was enough ice to sheet at least a day. We never heated over winter, but that is necessary in Charlotte, in Denmark. Yep, another fat quarter is great for this. Does it have to be a kind of a piece of fabric you don't plan on using, or it can be any fabric and it's still going to be usable? I would personally assign a specific fat quarter for the purpose of being an iron cloth, but that's just me. Okay, noted. I might have some kind of like old fabric that I can use for that or something. So I'll have to check it out, but I think I might be able to use some like not super important fabric, not the fancy ones. Out kitties have been extra cuddly on the cold nights and I miss. Aww. Yeah, our cats are. Pico is not particularly cuddly ever, but Scout has been enjoying. Sorry, being under the blanket a whole lot more. So what have you guys been up to this week? A lot of running, car training, and not a lot of crafting. Aw. I went to visit my dad. I saw my brother, my niece, and his girlfriend. Well, my brother, his girlfriend, and my niece. For the first time. It was sort of really funny. Anytime bear event comes with the added feature of instant love. No need for warming up, but bribes with biscuits are still welcome. Hubby got put forward for a flu and COVID jab because of his condition, which we still don't know what. Oh, that sucks. And it seems like they missed because his arm has been killed. Ah, are you sure they missed, or is that just not a possible side effect of getting the vaccine? Any vaccine, really. He was so funny being snuggled and danced with by the cat sitter's hubby. Barry's a giant animatronic puppet. Oh, got put forward too, but the only time they have is the week I fly to Japan, and that's not a thing I want. Yeah, no, definitely not. Nope, nope, nope. So you're gonna get it when you come back, Otto, I assume? Yep, oh, that's perfect. Might need a bigger rotary cutter at some point, but they're so expensive. Like all the rulers and all the sewing supplies I bought like at least 20 years ago. So when I look into how priced everything is, it's always a surprise because I never really expected it to be this much. We always say his condition because that's what the letter always says, but he's not been diagnosed with anything or gone to be tested or anything. It's just how all this paperwork comes through now. Huh. But, I mean, there is something going on. In a way. I've only had 2 COVID jabs. He's had 5. Ouch. I think we've had 3 COVID jabs, and we are like, it's would be time to get the 4th one plus the flu one at the same time. I don't mind getting it as much. What bothers me, what annoys me, is that sometimes, even if there's there's at least 3 drugstores within a 10-minute walk from here, but sometimes none of them have availability for the vaccine, which is really annoying. It was our wax anniversary this year, and I thought it would be fun to buy a nice seal and some wax to use for... Oh, that's really... That's such a good idea! Not a cheap hobby. No, it is not. If you have access to... Well, I mean... Okay, it comes with its own issues, but if you have access to a platform similar to Temu or AliExpress, you can find wax seal stuff for a much more affordable price. Hey, Paulo! 16 years. Oh, wow. Congrats. How are you, Paulo, this Saturday? I was cooking for the last 3 hours and my back is killing me. Oh no, but what were you cooking? Really sorry about your back, but the prospect of freshly cooked food begs the question to ask what you were preparing. No spoilers, but just yes, no question, out of curiosity. Is anyone else watching the fall of the House of Usher right now? Hubby gets a whole week between the COVID and flu jab. I am allergic to the flu one, so just have to wait it out. Oh, yeah. What kind of reaction do you get to getting that? I mean, you probably figured out you were allergic because you got it once and had a reaction, I'm guessing. So I'm curious to know what kind of reaction did it create. I was doing my olives plus tomato plus pasta bake and doing an apple raspberry crumble. Oh wow. For tomorrow, that sounds amazing. The seal we picked up was around, can find the hero button, but 45 euro. Oh, and that didn't include the handle. Was it like a custom seal? Because that's something. That's such a lovely idea for that anniversary. Such a good idea. Pretty useful for every instances of like sending a card or something. You can just change out the wax depending on the season or the occasion. Oops. I am so good at cutting straight. Sorry. Fall of the House of Usher is on my list, I'm guessing, but hubby wanted to finish Discovery first. You'll have to tell me what you think of it when you get to it. I'm really curious. Like, we are currently watching it and really enjoying it, but at the same time... Oh, wow, this is cool. This one is the same on both sides. That's so cool. Like, there's not even a difference in the... You can tell sometimes which is the back side because of the way the die is on the back, but these are basically the same. That's so cool. But he's running out of time because I'm ready now. Oh, we're enjoying it a lot. I've seen, well, not me personally, Mr. E has seen a lot of negative comments about it, but it's always funny because it always sounds like it's from people who, like, kind of don't like the type of content that Mike Flanagan makes. And it's like, if you don't like that kind of stuff, why are you watching it, you know? Like, don't do yourself violence like that. If you don't like it, don't watch it, and everyone will be happier for it. You know? The first and only flu shot I ever had was working at a department store. Got the shot in the break room, was walking out the floor, and felt like my arm was catching fire, and I started to panic. And the doctor was yelling at me about eggs and pillows. And I woke up with a really sore thigh and whoa! Ow, that sounds extra unpleasant. Yikes. Why was the doctor yelling about eggs and pillows? That sounds so random. I'm not allergic to eggs or feather. Oh, you think that's what he was asking, if you're allergic to eggs or feathers? Huh. What are you allergic to anything, Baxapain? If you don't mind sharing, of course. I still don't know what set it off, but I have never been brave enough around to. Yeah, and that's the issue with like allergic reaction. You never really know how it's gonna pan out the second time. Like, it could be that nothing happens, but it could also be worse, and that's not really, that's not good. I think the flu vaccine had some egg element, and the usual indicator was being allergic to eggs or feather pillows. Oh, okay. I mean, makes sense. Was not the case for you, but I can understand it. Do you guys, well, I mean, okay, for anyone else who likes to do some sewing in chat, do you keep all the scraps, like all the little fabric scraps? Even like the technically unusable bits? Oops. See, that's why I like to use my ruler. I'm not very good at... Easy fix. Easy fix. I kinda can't go fast. Not the tiny stuff. Only ones that I think I can do something with. Okay, okay. I'm wondering because I saw a well, I don't know what to call it, but some lady who likes to sew, and I think although it's the one you sent me, where she was making the patchwork pouch, but she seems really intent on like sustainable garments and making her stuff herself, and she mentioned that in that video that she had a like even the small bits of fabric she would put in a, I don't know, a bag or something and keep them to stuff pillows. And I put a pin in that in my head, but haven't gone back to look into that really. Alright. Round 1 of cutting done. Round 2. That's why I got a I got a tiny baggie to put all the teeny tiny fabric scraps until I figure out what to do with them. Okay, so I'll be able to try this, but this is a rotating cutting. I kind of like this part of, you know, cutting small pieces of fabric. It's a lot less stressful than cutting from like a half yard or something. That's fun. I think if you professionally sew, then yeah, that makes sense. Oh, and wool, but not sheep. So you keep... Wait, hold on, what? Oh, and wool. Oh, allergies. But not sheep. So any other kind of wool is an issue, but sheep's wool is fine. But it will take me literally decades to get enough micro scraps to fill a pillow. I make a little pouch that holds the hoarded unusable scraps. I might still gather them up and stuff like a pin cushion with them. That would give it a nice like weight. Actually, you have a very good idea of what size scraps I keep because I send them all to you. Yeah, okay. I mean, these were all really usable, workable sizes. Like you even had pieces of quilts in there. Another pin that I have in my head is to figure out if you can sharpen needles, or if the only thing you can do once they get a bit dull is to discard them. I have a thing to sharpen rotary cutter blades, but the only thing I've seen that was sort of to that effect for sewing needles was the, you know, when you get the pin cushion that's like a tomato, it has this little weird tiny tomato with it. Add another element of danger, lazy Susan cutting boards. But I would technically think it's it lessens the danger, because you don't have to contort yourself. You can, you know, always have the comfortable angle for cutting. And usually you don't really need to put that much pressure, or like, you know, like force on the paper for cutting. Not the paper, the fabric. And if you need to, that might just be because you need a new blade. Wool clothing makes me turn pink and itchy, but the lanolin on the living sheep provides... Oh, interesting. So you can pet sheep, because oddly enough, sheep is not one of those words that you pluralize. But okay, so you can pet sheep, just not wear wool things. That feels horrible on your skin, despite being totally worth it to keep sheep piece of fuss. Lanolin is a really weird feeling on skin. It's like, it feels like the mix of greasy and waxy, but it's like neither in terms of actual, like when you... It's just so weird. It's great if you have dry skin though, and it's like it is somewhat natural, so if you're not allergic to it, it can be a good option that won't set off skin reactions due to chemicals. I wish I could wear wool, but I don't have a good history of wearing wool. I was watching a video last week that I thought was super interesting, and it's been on my brain ever since, but it's from Abby Cox, and it's about laundry and how clothes, how they have changed in a significant way when it comes to washing them, and how we wear clothes, and what kind of clothes we have available to us, and all that. It was super interesting. But it gave me a lot of food for thought regarding natural fibers and all that. Like, I didn't know linen gets stronger when it's wet. It's about the only fiber that does that. All the other fibers she listed, they get weaker when wet, but linen gets stronger when wet, which is why it holds up so well to intense washes. I was like, oh. You cannot find anything made from linen nowadays. It's really hard to find, and it's often linen cotton or linen viscose, which kind of nullifies the benefits of wearing linen. Really fascinating stuff. The dress historians on YouTube are really interesting to watch. And I learned a lot watching their videos about like hand sewing, and yeah, the one about the thimbles from Abby Cox as well. But I'm like, how are you supposed to figure out if a thimble will fit? Like, you would need access to like a wide range of shapes and sizes, and to be able to try them all. And yeah. plant resin and wax to the extreme. Yeah, it's so weird. Process is amazing. I have some like just plain lanolin in tiny jars, and it's really handy, but you kind of want to put it on like before going to bed, or before especially if you have like you know, the cotton gloves for sleeping with products on your hands or feet. We've also used the plain one to put on Scout's like her allergic spots, because like I googled it and I figured that it's not dangerous for cats to lick a little bit of lanolin. For a good laugh, if you want to watch, if you're interested in dress and clothes and the history of clothing and all that, there's a couple of videos, I think they're mostly on Abby Cox's channel, but it's her and other dress historians on YouTube, like Bernadette Banner, and one is named Carolina, but I couldn't say her last name. It's Polish, I think, not sure. And there's a couple of other ones, and they made like Zoom call reactions to videos that have nonsense info about corsets and stuff, and it's really funny to watch them. Like they get, like the video will say stuff that like I'll be like, oh, okay, and you see them, like their reaction to it is so funny, because to them it's like such a terrible apparent lie, and it's really interesting to see them explain it afterwards. And there are a bunch of really funny ladies, so we need to do one of yes, we do. Oh, we do. We absolutely do. Wow. I'm amazed. Like why didn't I connect the dots? I love linen, but not the ironing part. Pfft, just don't iron it. Meh. You look at it and it wrinkles. Is it pure linen, or is it linen with something else? Because that might be part of the issue. We really need to do one for watercolor videos. That would be so funny. Though we'd have to source like those videos, because I guess it's a bit easier to stumble upon a stupid video about corsetry, because like they will do like documentary style videos on that, but I don't know if they do the same for like watercolor. Oh, that would be hilarious. Kind of has to be like something like, you know, kind of general public, so we don't end up pooping on a single, you know, creator or something, like someone that technically could be us and made a video but with just a bunch of bad takes. You know what I mean? Just get people to send it. Well, I guess I don't have the kind of a pull that these dress historians have, because some of them have like channels that have a few 100,000 subs, if not millions. But you know, I'll definitely keep an eye out. totally forgot just now that this is a rotating thingy, and I rotated I dig, and I keep rotating the piece. I'm not used to this. Then I'll get used to it, and then I'll switch to like a different cutting board for something else, and I'll try to rotate it, and it's not gonna rotate, and I'll be confused for 5 minutes. You know, like when you draw on a digital tablet for a while and you get used to the Control-Z shortcut, then you draw on paper and you kind of look for the Control-Z shortcut. Hubby got two different pairs of linen trousers for a choir event, and he narrowly escaped X-ray trousers on stage. Oh no! Oh, that would not have been fun. So what saved him? Is it that the fabric was not exactly kind of see-through, or that something else intervened? Because yeah, see-through fabric is not great. But my OG pair of linen slacks are from Whispers 1995, and they're so amazing. That's epic. Wow. Hey Elena, hi. It's just gonna be a small rosette that I'm doing, because I finished putting together the tiny thingamajig I was doing. I will start a bigger project too, once I gather up enough courage to cut the fabric. I have it actually nearby. I can show it, but it's this. It's a quilt that required 12 half yards, and I have this bundle here of 12 half yards, all selected to go together, kinda. I just. Oh, okay. So it's called Prairie, I think, but this one. I hope you guys can see. This one, and this one. So they kind of already match. So it's just for the more for the practice of working on a larger quilt. When U1 is in Control-Z, it's trying to rotate my page. Yep, that's a good one. I'm cross-stitching for the first time since school. Ooh, what are you cross-stitching? That sounds fun. Did you finish your big tatting piece that you were doing? One pair was nice and opaque, and the other was like cheesecloth. Oh, why? Like that sounds like it's such terrible quality. Why But in our dark living room, there wasn't much difference. Oh, really? Huh. Dang. Gotta keep in mind to do the backlit strong light test finished. I don't know, maybe. Like, you're super fast with knitting and crochet, so could be a thing. I'm at a really boring bit on the tatting, so it and I are on break. Oh yeah, fair enough. I'm kind of really glad now that I bought these quilting rulers like 20 years ago, because I'm pretty sure that I didn't pay like 30 bucks for any of them. Would hate to have to buy them now because whoa. Again, where are you? Time to glue. Oops. Okay. Okay. Yay, I love that. Love that. Oops. There was a crunch. I don't really like hearing that. Go see what happened. Check it out, hold on. Well, can't see much of anything, and if I go out, I'm gonna stir up Shiro, who's asleep. Who's as fuck. That's the first one of the window when something happens outside. Well, I can tell you that Shiro is not involved because she's still napping in her box, so that's good. Wow, these really didn't stick to. That's what freaked hubby out so much at my parents when they fired a shotgun to scare coyotes off, and no one came to the windows or out front or called. In the UK, at least one of every household would be in the street. You know, it's one of those old lady spy mirrors? What are those? That's so funny. Now I also want one of those, like a submarine's periscope. There may or may not be a permanent curve in the blinds from us having a quick peek. I think it's in human nature to be nosy. Like, you want to know what happened. Like, what if it's relevant to your safety, you know? They make it possible to look up and down the street without opening your window. Whoa. But there are limits to being nosy, like my mother, who woke up and dragged me to one of the stations that got attacked by yeah, that doesn't... No, that... I mean, nosy is one thing. Dangerous stuff is an entirely different thing. Not their most mother instinct. No, definitely not. Having cats really helps being a nosy neighbor. You can just pretend like... That's true. Dante just got spooked by a chair. My partner moved and did the move where he tried to run while his feet were slipping on the floor and he ran in place. Aww. But people didn't know how dangerous Siren was back then. Most people never heard of it. Not that I'm defending her. It was super dumb. Yeah, I mean, just in general, you know, if there was an attack there, you don't really go check it out. That was from the weird religious cult, right? I'm blanking on the name right now, but I think it was them. Curtain zoomies is the perfect term for that. The sarin gas attack, yeah. Om Shinrikyo, yeah. Yeah, they were not the good guys. Nope. Nope, nope. I wonder if they're the one that made the really weird videotape. There's a really weird videotape that's from Japan about a cult. I wonder if it's them or if it's something different. Is it an anime? I don't think it was an anime. I think it was live action, just really weird. With the flying meditation. Oh. I think the animated tells more. I wish I could remember more. Hold on. I'll try to look into it later too, but I think I saw about that on Red Letter Media's channel. I can check on my phone. My phone is the camera. I'll check it out later and try to share what I found or not. I must still be panicked that I'd breathed it in. My high school told us there was asbestos under the fluff, and the kids continued to jump up and knock it off. It was too... Ugh. Like, I wonder if the religious tape was also the one where they mentioned that barcodes are like a thing of the devil, sign of the beast. I might be combining a couple of things in my head. I really need to check it out to refresh my memory on that. Pana wave? I don't know. Why do you know so much about cults? Talking about trying to rescue a seal. Did anybody watch The Boys? When the deep tries to rescue a dolphin? It's so bad. It's so bad. Honestly, no one knew what even was going on, let alone that it was Siren and what Siren does. It might be one of my specialty subjects. It's fascinating, like the whole mindset behind it is always fascinating, but at the same time, yeah. Some of them, like Jonestown, are just difficult to watch personally. Cults, serial killers, mass murder. Oh no! Are you for real, box of paint? Oh, that was a failed school project. Find something that happened on your birthday. It was before interwebs, and the only thing I could find was Jonestown. No, I would just go up in front of the class and just say, "There's nothing that happened on my birthday. I'm not doing this." Dude, no. Like, that one is beyond bad. That one is like, there's no words for it, really. Everyone else had the Elvis was born on my birthday kind of stuff, and little gothic me with no good news. Oh, we all need to play the Florida Man game. Oh, what's that? Florida is a weird place. Google your birth date, day and month, plus the words Florida Man, and tell us what you get. Oh, I'll have to try that. Do you get like results of a weird crime that some Florida dude committed and was arrested for? Police, South Florida man on LSD charged with tackling Disney World car. What? Oh, that's so funny. That would have been a lot more fun report on my birthday, to be honest. Definitely, I mean, geez. I don't think there are many things that would not improve that report. Like, I can think of a couple that would be worse, but I think the majority of things you could come up with would be better than having to report on Jonestown. Jeez. Florida man breaks into a restaurant, strips naked, eats noodles, plays bongos. What the Wow! Dude, Florida is something else. What's yours, Otto? Shirtless Florida man demanding refund throws rocks inside McDonald's. I mean, you know, all of these happened, right? Definitely. Like, I don't think any of these are made up. Florida man makes beer run with gator in hand. Would be better with socks. That would be weirder, but yeah, throws rocks inside a McDonald's, that's... Only in Florida. I mean, the thing is, it could be like an inflatable gator, it could be a real gator, it could be a small one, a big one. Small gators, bits. Yeah, I mean, have you seen the set of teeth in there? I wouldn't mess with them. My first one, shirtless Florida man with American flag headbangs on beach during hurricane. That one is epic. Holy moly, it's like a 4-foot gator. Not even his gator. Where's the gator from? He just found it in the back of his truck. And he just took it to the convenience store. And the alleged celeb story is apparently confirmed in memoir. Matthew McConaughey was naked, high, and playing the bongos during infamous 1999 arrest. Memoirs review. Oof. Alright. Oh my god. Dude, Florida is something else entirely. How is that place even real? If you happen to remember my birthday, Otto, you gotta try mine. I want to know. Oh no, I'm at the end of this glue stick. Oh, I hate that. Florida man climbs light pole, touches live wire, falls 50 feet. Oh my god, these are all brilliant. The reason Florida man is so much fun is that apparently other states don't share these idiots publicly. But they have to in Florida. Oh, that's chef's kiss. Florida man chases down, plucks feathers from sandhill. Why? Why? Naked Florida man tells police is from different earth. Oof. Ooh. I'm out of glue stick nearby. I have a stash, but it's not close to me. If something funky is going to happen in the States, it's going to be Texas, Pennsylvania, Florida, or Oregon. Oregon? Sorry. Florida man arrested after trying to cross Atlantic in abstract real vessel. Can you imagine being a news outlet and you have to report on all of these? You gotta make bank, seriously. Like, I would follow these news just for the laughs. Because what else? A Florida man flashes buttocks. I hate that stupid heart emoji thing. At IHOP after in-person. Sorry. IHOP stands for International House of Pancakes, right? Is that how this one goes? Yeah. So, kitty cat. I need a YouTube channel with just breaking Florida news. There's gotta be one. There's gotta be someone doing like videos about these. Today on Florida Man News. So that's technically what it's gonna sort of look like. It's not the most original color pattern or anything, but I think it's gonna be like, yeah, I think it's gonna, kind of, this somewhat neutral holiday theme. I think it would work. I also gotta figure out what I'll do with this fabric. Like, this is, I mean, it's a cute Santa fabric, but it wasn't a bundle, an assorted bundle, but that was sent to me, so I don't really know what to do with it, but I could do like this one on one side and do a same size kind of rosette with this one on the other side and then quilt them together so it would be flippable. IHOP is where hubby got overwhelmed or ordered a side of pancakes with his shirt. Oh, I would be overwhelmed too. Like, what, an entire restaurant chain based around pancakes? International House of Pancakes. Why? I can make it spin. Whee! Oops. No, I'm getting caught up in everything. Whee! Whee! Okay. Yeah, I finished that one. It's not very big, but it's finished. Let's pile all these up. So I gotta press it and like open up all the side seams and then trim it. Maybe I need to quilt it first, then trim everything, then bind it. Is that what it stands for? Yeah, I think so. International House of Pancakes. That's not mind-blowing as HMV, his master's voice. I didn't know that was what HMV was for. Now my mind is blown. Weird. I Help is also International House of Prayer. International House of Pancakes. Once you know, it's really hard to forget that one because it's like, what? Hold on, but did you just say International House of Pancakes? Which is the chain of restaurant that have a disaster scale? Wait, there is one? I prefer pancakes too. I only know of the Heart Attack Grill that I think it might have the calories of every meal on there because it's absurd. It's like 3,000 calories per meal, whatever. And they have a ridiculous like burger that's stacked like stupidly high. And if you can eat the whole thing, something happens. Also, is that the place where you can eat, like, there's something about eating, having a discount or whatnot if you weigh more than a certain pound, a certain weight, which is absurd. He was less embarrassed at his 2 portions of pancakes when the guy next to us more than 5 full size. What? Yeah, like you can tell how bad a disaster is by what menu this chain is serving. Like they have an emergency menu? What? So like if there's an earthquake somewhere, they have a different menu? That's so weird. That's such a weird concept. Oh, it's Waffle House Index. What? That's not what I was expecting. I was not expecting a waffle place. Oh, waffles are the bomb though. Waffles are amazing. Green full menu. Restaurant has power and damage is minimal. What the heck? Yellow, limited menu, power is either absent or delivered by a generator, or food supplies are running low. Are all the Waffle House restaurants located on fault lines? What's up with that? Red, the restaurant is just closed. Red, the restaurant is closed. Indicates severe damage or severe flooding. Severe destruction to the... What? What? That's weird. Why would they need to do that? Is it like because people will try to get in there even if there's a hurricane, a flood, and a fire at the same time? Rooty Tooty Fresh and Fruity was the IHOP commercial growing up. Sounds like a wrestler name, like Rowdy Roddy Piper. Rooty Tooty Fresh. People, there's an entire wiki page about the Waffle House Index. What the heck? Waffle House is always an adventure. You will 90% see a family break up, a fist fight, and have a horrible service. What the heck? What is that place? What's happening? I think we've thrown Otto in a rabbit hole. Waffle House sounds so wholesome, though. It does. I'm surprised that it's this chaotic. It sounds like a fun, place for breakfast or brunch with the family, but I guess it's not that simple. The world is a crazy place, definitely. Hey, Melissa, hi. I'm about to end it though. It's 4 p.m. But it's nice to say hi. The pink on this one looks so like neon pink on camera, but it's not, which is a bit of a bummer. Neon pink would be pretty great with this pattern. Yeah, I'm doing a rosette, an English paper piecing rosette. Sorry, I went down. Oh, don't be sorry. That's amazing. I love those. I love rabbit holes. It seems evil. Wait, what? Doesn't matter what town, what state. If it's a Waffle House, it seems evil. There is definitely something that could be done regarding supernatural and that premise. Sorry, I'm late. I was trying to sleep off a migraine. Did you manage to sleep it off? That would be amazing. Will you be using neon thread for the new piece? I don't know. I might try using some thread that I have that is smaller in weight, because I think the neon thread is like 50 weight. It's the regular weight of like sewing machine thread. But I also have some 80 weight and some 100 weight thread that I'm curious to try out. A little better, thanks. I need to talk to my neurologist about increasing the Botox dose. The past 9 months, it's not working like it used to. Oh no. Is that something that happens with using Botox for... Botox? Anyway, that for migraine? Like, did you eventually get used to it and have to up the dose? I miss my migraine meds from the States, but the beta blockers have worked incredibly well. Yeah, sometimes you have to choose the you know, lesser of two evils in a way. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'm hungry. And I will end the stream, and I hope you guys have a great week. See you all on the Discord. I'll try to find that video, refresh my memory if it was indeed some sort of weird cult video. And I might post it on the Discord server in the livestream after party section. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today and for, you know, helping me figure out what to do. And I've been getting Botox for migraine for years. First time it's not working well. Oh, maybe they didn't do it like exactly properly well last time. Anyway, I hope you find some pain relief quickly and soon. And see ya all in the next one, next week, same time, same place. More sewing, probably. Okay, bye guys.